Welcome to the swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. Coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Here comes the option. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call him whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes his connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the... across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. The Gators get enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking to pass on second down. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. End off from the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for room, it's Powell. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. They'll go to the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We've got this third down play to open the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Coming after him. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target?
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Florida.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm
going for it all. He's got it down the left. Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down.
Man, gets so frustrated, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to...
Oh, it's out! He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Brown will throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Tackled, but he has a first down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
He'll start this drive firing. He'll take the deep shot. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. With the catch, it's Winton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat lines, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some points.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. Just trucks through it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual-threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Up-tempo for the offense.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Abrams. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field.
And that ball is picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and then causing a fumble.
They'll try the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
And they got him for the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got...
He's looking deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the ground game on the left. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Bulls are in the hurry up. Handoff from the gun. There's a live football. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, what a break. Great job following on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates...
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to move it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run it to the right side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They believe they can run right here. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the offense. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Brown will throw it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is not threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. We got that separate.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He'll run it again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Give to the back. Powers through. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about that first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense...
He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Off a costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Going up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.